Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam Razima. Me and my group members want to present about area of region. This is my group members. My name is Nur Hasrina binti Hussein. My group members is Dev, Wiko, Muhammad Khairul and Muhammad Hazlami. Introduction of integration. Integration can be used to find an area or a volume of a region bounded by a curve whose equation you know. And absolutely, we can find the area or the volume under the curve of y that rotates around x-axis, while we can the area or volume under the curve of x that rotates around y-axis.
So this is the question given that we are going to go through and solving it, which is we have to find the area of region enclosed by a curve. So given x equal to y squared minus 2 and a line y equal to x.
First, determine the formula to be used for this query, and then make sure to take all the data from the question and highlight the key point of the query, which is to find the area of the region, or known as a shaded area. Moreover, after the data has been recorded, we should determine the formula used to solve the equation. And to make sure, determine what axis the equation used in approaching. If the equation use y as a coefficient, then we use the formula that has x. While if the equation use x as a coefficient, then we use the formula that has y. Finally, we can calculate the equation using the basis integration method.
Greetings. Now I'm going to continue with the solution. So in this part, I'm going to explain one by one on how this goes and then get the answers. So first step is very simple. You should determine the equation. Is it near the x-axis or the y-axis? So what is the meaning of near x-axis or y-axis is that where it landed on which region. So what I mean is that is it the equation landed in the x-axis region, or is it landed in the y-axis region? So after you determine the equation, and it's obviously that the equation is near the y-axis, so you should use the formula of ay equals to integrates with the limits of ba equals to x dy. So after you determine the formula, then you have to find the limits, because obviously that in the equation the limit is not given, so you should find the limits first. So we will be using the EQN method, and then you will get the answer is x equals to 2 and x is equals to -1. And just to remember that the value of a is going to be low than 0, so it's going to be -1 for the limits for the a, and for the remaining that I didn't talk just now is it's going to be the limits for the b. So the formula for the, and then we can do the equation or the questions, the questions eventually with the formula of definite integrals, because it has limits. So the b is going to be 2 and the a is going to be -1, and you should just do the same thing as the definite integrals method for the questions, because the area and the volume of question is going to be with the limits, and it's just the same as the regular definite integrals questions. So now you will get the value, and then you're going to solve the questions using the definite integrals, just like I said just now, and then you're going to repeat the same as there's going to be 2 equations here, so you will use both of them definite integrals method, and then you will get the answers. And after you get this both answer, you should minus it with the formula of fb minus fa, and you will get the answers is -9/2 units square. That's all how it's going to be get for the questions answers. Thank you.
That's all from our group. Thank you very much to teacher and fellow friends. That's all from our group presentation. If there any question, just DM one of us, Hazrina, Hazlami, Dev, and Carol Hafiz. Thank you everyone.